Hey y'all, today's big headline is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's fiery speech at the United Nations General Assembly. Netanyahu did not hold back as he defended Israel's military actions in Gaza and Lebanon and accused the UN of being biased against Israel. So what's all the fuss about? Well, Netanyahu's main point was that Israel is under constant threat from terrorist organizations like Hamas and Hezbollah. He justified Israel's military operations as necessary for the country's survival and security, even hinting at a potential ground invasion of Lebanon. According to him, a ceasefire would only allow these groups to regroup and pose an even greater threat. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Netanyahu also took the opportunity to call out Iran for supporting Hamas and Hezbollah, describing it as a danger not just to the region, but to the entire world. He was essentially saying, look folks, we are the front line in the fight against terrorism. But of course, not everyone was on board with Netanyahu's message. The reactions in the UN were mixed, to say the least. Some delegates applauded, while others booed or even walked out in protest. Outside the UN headquarters, things got even more heated with protests condemning Israel's actions in Gaza and Lebanon and calling for an end to the violence. Now, let's talk about the international scene. Many countries and organizations are growing increasingly concerned about the escalating conflict and the rising civilian death toll, especially in Gaza. They're urging for a ceasefire and a diplomatic solution to the crisis, emphasizing the dire humanitarian situation there. Despite all this pressure, a ceasefire seems nowhere in sight. Both Israel and the groups it's fighting remain firm in their positions, raising fears of an even wider regional war. So what's next? Well, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the world is watching closely. That's it for today's update, folks. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future updates. Thank you all for watching, and take care.